the NFL on EA Sports. And we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. There were no answers for him a week ago, going well over 100 yards with several stops in the end zone. It's the Lions and the Raiders, and it's coming up next.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Detroit Lions
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Vegas. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Carr going to throw right away.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. It's complete to Watt. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Carr. The left side throw complete to Adams.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 5 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
To throw is Carr. And it's caught. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
The hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try.
This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Carlson able to put this one through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks, standing at 6'5".
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
On 1st down, they'll start with McFarland.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
This is Swift on the counter.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Darren Waller and his Raiders offense back out for the next possession.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, trying to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Derek Barnes.
He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so to get that 1st-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
And the Raiders have got him. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
.47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Carr
are going to give it to Jacobs. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9, Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take.
Williams loses the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw on 3rd down, Jennings. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They go play action here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. There to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jennings.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
On third down, Jennings.
Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Back to throw. Jennings. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Swift will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday I'll press it a little bit. This might be the case.
his own 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr caught out right by Renfro. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Again, it's Carr. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Play action, now it's Carr. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Here's Carr.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
And he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And they work this well upfield across the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
They'll run the draw here with Swift.
Gets past one man. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Jennings. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. On 3rd and 2, Jennings. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
It's second down and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I think we got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on first down, but they came right back on second down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a first down.
Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Carr. And he'll just get rid of it. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. The open man here, Renfro. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now, Carr again. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Well, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it a 9-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL. We are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where you see the final score there. 20-17, your final. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Trevor Lawrence, as sharp as you can be throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in the victory.
for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions, and they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it, or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Raiders, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this.
This is caught inside the 15. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A big play there for Detroit. 68 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Swift.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are back within a score. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The extra point attempt to come here. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
From the 27, Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and...
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing now is Carr.
The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Carr now to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
The 33.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Carr now on first down.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. A beautiful fake. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
White will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Gain of 3. Brings up second and goal.
Jacobs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now
Carr now on third and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So Carr exits on fourth down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Carlson able to put this one through.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, they took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Taking it about the 1.
So here come the Lions now.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. To throw on third down, Jennings.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it, gets around him, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out now come the Lions. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Looking to throw. Jennings. Forced out to his left.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's the option. Running right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. To throw on second down. Jennings. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense so far on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick here is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
To throw his Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Here's Carr to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Carr to throw again.
Back to Renfro again, complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he returns this to the 22. Detroit's offense ready to take over. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Throwing on 1st down, Jennings. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. On 1st and 10, Jennings. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Back to throw again.
Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. They'll look to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions. Have him looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jennings buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Hunter Renfrow leading the Raiders offense back out onto the field again.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively. I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Lions will take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jennings.
Right side.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 4th territory. Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
Josh Paschal there to bring him down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.